Agreed.
No words.
Nothing.
Nothing positive.
No.
Hip Karma, are you out there? Have you anything nice to say? We need you. Okay, so here we are. The match is over, and we have a silly little 1-1 draw. And I don't think anyone's going to be happy about it. So let's put the link out there and let's see who wants to talk about it, because I don't really want to talk about it, but that's the point of the show. So come in and talk, everybody. There's... Oh, hang on. Something wrong. There we go. Now, why is it telling me, was this the... Oh, Global Pundit's gone down again. I don't know what's gone wrong with that. Okay. Main local pundit is good. Twitter is good. Everything else is good. So let's see who's going to be first in. Come on, guys. Who's first up for this to discuss today? So while we are waiting, what happened in the other matches today?
Well, pull those up. I guess the important one, Wickham. They did their job. They won their game 2-0 over Bolton. No surprise. I didn't think Bolton would do us any favors. They've not been good. So
they held them for a while.
Yeah, they held them for a bit.
Out hope.
Yeah. Then let's see. Let me pull up the fixture list. So then it's Stockport managed to pull out a draw in the end. They were losing and then equalized in the 90th minute to get a draw. Charlton held on to a 2-1 win over Northampton. So yeah, not a great day for us. Not a great day for us. We dropped back to third.
Wickham have overtaken us. They are 1 point ahead. They have increased their goal difference tally. And Charlton are still chasing us. They won today. So they are a little bit closer. Too close for my liking. And Stockport, yeah, they're pretty much done now as well. Pretty much. Of course,
I mean, they're only 5 points behind us, but it's
with only 9 available, and with Wickham and Charlton ahead of them as well. They're the least of our worries at the moment. What a nightmare! Come on, guys, who is coming in to say hello today? Surely someone's going to come in.
I mean, I wouldn't blame them if they didn't want to.
Do you think they would really let me off the hook?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because this is the WREXtra Time show. This is where you come and talk and give your opinions. And if you don't, I'm going to drink. I'm going to start some early drinking tonight.
That's right. Oh. Goofy splat. Charlton only 4 points behind is getting very scary. I mean, it is getting scary, but really, Wickham being ahead, I mean, Charlton being 4 points behind doesn't matter if we can't beat Wickham. So, I mean, that's the...
Yeah.
I think that's...
And Charlton have both Wickham and ourselves. So that'll settle itself out with those matches.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go.
Only getting 2 points to these 2 matches. Yes. Interestingly enough, I have a lot more confidence against Blackpool and Charlton.
I do too. I said it last night. I would have rather had Wickham's run in. We haven't so bad against poor teams, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I haven't spoken about that for quite a while because it kind of went away. We were doing okay against the weaker teams and away, and everybody, we got okay results. So I kind of thought that was no longer a thing, but it is. And Josh is telling us, go on a rant, boys. Oh, it's a coming. I'm holding it in for just a little bit till we see who comes in as well. God forbid I would scare everybody away today. No, I'm nice, guys. Come and help me mellow from this, because the rage is slowly building. I'm trying to privately woo-sa as I'm speaking, because I'm not happy with this. The performance today was absolutely horrendous, all around the pitch, really. There was a couple of shots, we had a couple of occasions, but we were so anemic in our attack in general. Considering
the first 20, 25 minutes actually was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought we were good starting. It looked like I wanted it. I was like, this looks good. This is good. We're gonna get something. And then as soon as they got their goal, and it's just a terrible goal to concede. Just absolutely lost their man loses his marker. I don't know who was marking him, but slips away, gets a header, and then we just died in that first half. After that, we offered nothing. It was, and then we struggled really the rest of the match to get into it, to get anything going forward. Finally, towards the end, when we switched to the diamond and just started hoofing it up there, we created a little bit, and luckily, Matty James comes through for us and gets the equalizer, but it just wasn't a great game. Wasn't great.
So I'm going to call out a few people in the chat here. Gary Peterson, come and chat with me, because I want to hear your point on this. Spending millions on a non-productive player must feel like buying a weight loss pill to only find out it was poison. Now, who did we spend millions on who's non-productive? Are you talking about Smith? Because we did buy him and paid for him. So that would be my first assumption, because anything else doesn't really make sense. I said it earlier off camera. I feel really sorry for Smith. He's a very good player, and he's getting zero service again, like our forwards. And once it started getting late in the match, everybody started trying to get a shot off. Nobody was directing towards our main focus attackers. Bar Fletcher, they did actually target Fletcher all the time because he's our super sub. Everybody's ignoring Smith.
Yep.
Anyone disagree with that? Come in and have your say, because I would like to discuss this and see what other people think. Okay, some more comments here from Michael. We need Charlton and Wickham to draw, and we win against Blackpool. That would do fine. We would be back in the lead at that point. We may have to win all three. That's very possible at this stage. Now, after that bad result, very possible we'll need to win all three, or at the very least 1 draw, 2 wins potentially. Yeah. What's this one? Charlton has a chance to make this very interesting if they beat Wickham on Monday. Correct, but that's exactly what we need. We need to just let Charlton pull them back, and take it. Actually, double check that for me. Am I correct on that? Charlton? Yes, I am. Yeah, we want Charlton Athletic to win, which would be 82 points.
Yep.
And they'd still be behind, and Wickham would stay with 84. Yep. That's exactly what we need. Ruth H, looking ahead, she says she's worried about Charlton. I'm still not, actually, because if they take out Wickham in order to get their points, then they're doing us a favour with Wickham. Yep. So Monday's really interesting from that point of view, actually. It really is, because Monday could potentially decide if if Charlton don't get their 3 points on Monday, they're done, pretty much. They're not going to make it by the end of the season, in which case it's just us and Wickham fighting. And if they do take their points, they are still behind Wickham, but they've pulled Wickham back for us as well. So,
yeah, I actually think I think a draw almost is a better result for us, because it's not enough for Charlton to keep. It kind of knocks them out, but also it holds Wickham back. If we win, we'll go ahead. It would put us a point ahead. So I don't know. It just depends on how you look at it, but yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
Comment there by the Sea Lord of Bravos. He is saying what a lot of people are thinking. I really hope the new season of the documentary doesn't end up being a depressing watch. Well, right now it is no longer in our hands. We have let it slip out of our hands at the moment. And if Wycombe can take every single match, then they will deserve it and they will take second and take the automatic spot.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting.
Okay. Sarah, why don't you come join us? I have absolutely nothing positive to say. Absolutely nothing. Feel free to come on and say absolutely nothing positive. That's okay. Today is the type of day that maybe we need to. Maybe a few people need to blow off a bit of steam. And we haven't even talked about strategy or attack or any of that yet. Okay, Luco wants to change topic for a second. Can we just talk about Leyton Orient mad comeback from 2-0 down at halftime?
That was a mad game.
Yeah.
Unbelievable game, really. They ended up jumping Reading. They're ahead of Reading on goal difference. They're both on 69 points. But yes, the Leyton Orient Barnsley match, they were down two. No, they were only down one. They were down one goal. It wasn't two. Or yeah, it was two. I'm sorry. Humphrey scored twice. Yeah. Okay, you're right. My bad. Yeah, it was 2-0 down. And then they came back and scored 4 goals in the second half and won 4-3. Unbelievable by Leyton Orient. Good to see them battling. We're going to need them to get a result for us. They play Wycombe. The game next Saturday. So when we're playing Charlton, Leyton will be playing Wycombe. Yeah. So we'll need some help from them there.
Okay. Pickle Kisser. Pickle Kisser. How do we tie against Cambridge, Wigan, and Bristol? FML.
Yeah.
FML.
Good question. That's a good question. And I'll tell you how. It's because we don't create enough and we don't score enough.
Great teams don't play down to their competition. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hammer this one just a little bit. I'm gonna have a little bit of a rant now if nobody's coming in. And
let her rip.
We are going to finish this one early because, guys, come on. This is your show and nobody has come in yet. Nobody in the background. I'm not hiding anybody. Nobody wants to talk. Everyone's probably started on the booze. Anyway. Right, Steve Barton. Great teams don't play down to their competition. Correct. I have said this before. When we have won our leagues and looked at teams around us, they easily hammered the bottom teams in their divisions. And they made it look easy. Now, we have a different style. We are more counter-attacking. That's fine. I understand that. But do not tell me that our team, our players are not good enough to play a different style of football when we have a weak team who does not want possession, who will give us the ball. Like, how on earth can we have 70% possession and not do this? Like, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy against these weaker teams. Yes, sometimes teams play up to us. They love to have a go, would love to beat Wrexham because we're always in the papers. Fuck you and your documentary, all that carry on. That's true. But it doesn't make a shit team a good team. It makes a shit team a little bit better, is what it does. So that's not valid for me. It's crazy that we can have 70% of the ball and still be sitting in our own third, hoofing it up the front. Like when we were chasing, it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous play. Ooh. We have our first guess. Okay. So, Bernie G, I'm going to bring you in. Are you ready? Oh, he's gone.
He dropped out. Oh, we might have another.
Hang on, we might have a second. Okay, who else do we have in comments? Okay. Mullen is good enough to be out there coming off the bench. Probably. But we don't. Look, I'm not going to rehash that again and again and again and again. There is a reason he's not playing. We don't know what that is. Maybe the documentary is going to show it. Maybe we'll get some insights as to what's going on. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to go over that again because we don't know why he's not there. There must be some reason. Now, I've had a little bit of pushback in the comments. Where has it gone? Dun, 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 dun. Gary Peterson. Sorry, did you put that up? Or did I?
No, I put that one up, but no.
Okay. Even if Wrexham get promoted, the whole club and fans know there are major issues with Parky's style of play. It is awful to watch, and I would argue has been found out a while ago. I would argue it has not been found out a while ago because we are so high up in the leagues. I don't think that's valid. But yes, they're aware of his style of play. Yes, they try and counteract it, but it does have serious deficiencies. The question is when we... I just said it. When we go up, I'm going to keep saying when until we can't. We're going to buy better players, and he's going to try and do it again.
Yeah.
And until he hits a brick wall with the best players he can get, and it does not work, that's what we're going to do. Okay. Now, so Gary, until they do it at Paddy, your point is moot. Okay. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out exactly what point. The point about why we're not good enough to play against the weaker teams. Yeah. Until we figure out a way to change our style, what can we do? Okay. Bernie G. Hello. Are you there? Nope. Okay. Bernie G is having issues. Trying to come in, trying to get it sorted. So
we had Luke in the background for a minute. And then
Luke was in the background for a second, and he's having some issues with a microphone. No, that was Sarah. Sarah's trying to get in as well, having issues with a microphone. So there's 3 people having issues trying to get in at the moment. Okay, Shenandoah Daddy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
There is no coordination in attack. It's just random moments of individual play. Yes, I'll agree with that. Generally.
That's fair. Yeah.
Generally, it's pretty fair. What else do we have there? No creativity, not enough aggression, lacking passion, always the same, too predictable, strikers of no service, late subs, not good enough. Lacking aggression, maybe. Lacking creativity. Team creativity, yes.
Yeah.
Individual creativity, that's what we've always done. Lacking passion, is that fair?
I don't know. I mean, you could argue maybe today, but I don't know. I don't know. It's tough because you're not in there and you don't know what they're. But I think you could make the argument that there might be a lack in passion.
Okay. Never play Rodriguez again. Do you agree, or has he still been scapegoated?
I have stood up for J-Rod for a long time, but I'm struggling to see where he makes us better than we were when we played Palmer. We scored more goals with Palmer on the pitch. That's just a fact. We did.
Yeah.
Look at our goal tallies earlier in the season. Palmer wasn't scoring the goals, but we scored more goals. What's changed? Our formation changed. We play a different formation when Rodriguez is on the pitch, and I think that's changed the way we are going forward. I think that's an argument that needs to be that. I mean, Rodriguez does the goods about Rodriguez. The good things about J-Rod are he comes back and he gets involved in defense and he plays very well back there. Palmer was doing that. Palmer did the same thing. J-Rod is definitely a higher level player, but I don't think our style accentuates those points of him where he's better at the things that he's better at doing than Palmer. We don't play a style that allows him to use that, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying, Patty?
Mhm. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, we'd have to change our style, I think, to really let J Rod make a difference.
Okay. Blank canvas. It feels like the whole league can smell Wrexham's desperation and are capitalizing on it now. The whole league? No, I don't think so. The fact of the matter is that Wrexham have to win all their remaining games, which won't happen. I disagree.
Good.
Because as it stands right now, Wickham need to win their 3 remaining games in order to win the league too, the way it stands. And they're not going to do that, in my estimation.
Yeah.
Agree or not? Because if we win 3 and they win 2 and a draw, we win.
Yeah.
So we'll take it back by 1 point. So
yeah.
at the moment, the stats are not on your favour there, Blank. Unfortunately, I don't agree with that. It's dodgy. Look, I actually am not comfortable. We're going to win our 3, but I'm very comfortable they're not going to win their 3 either. And if they do, fair play. Now, we have a new guest in the background. Let's see if Sarah can hear us and we can hear her.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Hello.
Okay. Hello. Finally calling in. Yeah, I have nothing positive to say.
Feel free.
I mean, really, I really don't. God, they were just giving Smith no service. I just don't understand. Is this like everyone's dropped their contact lenses on the pitch or what? I mean, I don't know. Don't ask me anything technical. I'm not good at that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm just very disappointed. I mean, I had to get up and leave the room. It was just too much. It was too much. My boyfriend is just like falling asleep during the game too. It's just ridiculous. Oh, so ask me a question.
Did you say you had something technical you wanted to ask?
No, I said no. Don't ask me anything technical. I'm not that smart when it comes to all of that. Okay. How about you? Triangles? Did you see enough triangles, Patty?
At the very back, there were a few. There was none in the middle and none up front.
Yeah, I don't know. So this is weird being on. I'm nervous. So
what? Yeah. So what's your confidence level that we're going to take second?
Oh God. I'm down at the bottom on that one. I'm very nervous about it. I just can't even think positive. I don't want to even think about it. I just want to take a nap and wake up Monday.
I get you. I hear you. That's fair.
Yeah, and Ken, where's Ken? The love of my life. I don't get to say hi to him today.
He's probably drinking. He's probably drinking.
That time of day for him.
Yeah, so I'm just really disappointed. I mean, almost heartbroken. Just to see us drop third, looking at the table is just like cringe.
Well, when we had 5 matches left, these last 2 matches were the easiest of the 5.
Yep.
And
yeah,
we managed to draw them both, losing 4 points. That's not great.
It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
So I can't remember who said, are they doing this on purpose so that we have a more exciting documentary?
Okay, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think we drew today because Parky was sitting in the stands?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think we were just crap. Doesn't make a difference. Yeah, so I'm sure he got a good yell, I guess, at him. They have to use walkie-talkies, I guess, to communicate. Was that what I heard? That he's allowed to talk to the team or, get very passionate over the walkie-talkie?
Yeah, I think he can have communication with the bench. So he would be talking to like Steve Parkin and some of the guys on the bench, and then they would be relaying the stuff that he wants relayed onto the pitch to the other guys. So that's how they would be working it. Some of the videos they had, they showed him in the stands, and he had somebody with him who had a computer and had a whole setup and was showing him,
I saw security right next to him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure people leave him alone.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it made a difference. Anger from far away is the same as anger up close. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot to say, but I wanted to say hi.
Thanks
You
for
asked
coming
me
in.
to call.
Yes. Thanks for coming in, Sarah. Come in more often. We need
will
more
try.
people. More people. Yes,
More
we can do it.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
I mean,
hopefully
if
more
my hair
next time.
Yeah, if my hair looked better today, I would have put on my my camera. I'll save that for Ken though. I'm gonna save that.
I like your avatar though.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I used to look like that.
Okay. Thanks.
Anyway, okay. Thanks. See you later.
Okay. Abdullah, I was just about to bring you in and you're gone. So if you're still there, come back in. I wasn't ignoring you. I was just finishing up with Sarah. So come back. But we do have Habsification in the background. So Habsification, you are up. Hello and welcome.
Hello there, first time.
Feel free. Good. What have you got to say?
Oh, mate, I'm just disappointed that I don't even have the words for it. They just look like a bunch of headless chickens just running around. I don't even know what the hell they were doing half the time. There's just no structure.
Yeah, it did look like the structure just wasn't working at all.
It's just, I don't even know what they were trying to do. They were hoofing it half the time. This is the one persistent thing that's been annoying me the entire season. It's just the constant hoofing the ball up and just thinking, I hope for the best. And then there was no service to Sam either. And just thinking, yeah, let's just get Fletcher on there as if that's going to solve some kind of issue.
Yeah.
And then, and then we got Jay on there, and I was hoping for the best. I was still hoping for him to do something. He's only scored penalty. That's all he's done. He's only scored a penalty. Anything else from that point, he's not scored a single point from the season. Just a penalty.
Yeah, I don't think this new formation is working at all.
But the thing is, though, we've had this formation with Palmer as well. When Palmer was there, we had Elliot, and we had Elliot up front, and we had Palmer. We had this very same formation. We were still somewhat scoring goals, and we're having to go at Palmer at that point. But now we got Jay there, and we got Smith up front, and then just I don't even know. It's just. And then the thing is, I don't even know. I don't see Wycombe losing the next few games either, because they're on a roll now.
Yeah. Well, you want to be in a roll for the last couple of matches, so yes, it's not good that they're in that situation. Yeah.
It's just what do you? I'm trying to describe the words of what to say, but it's just angered me to the point.
I can feel the anger.
It's frustration. That's what it is. That's what it's just frustrating. We're all frustrated because it's a frustrating. The last two games have been a frustrating watch. It's been terrible.
We should have beaten Wigan. That's the thing. We should have beaten Wigan, and we should have beaten Bristol. I don't even know. At this point, we have to. We're now relying on Wycombe to lose and somehow expect either Wycombe to draw or lose against Charlton, and I just don't see it happening because Charlton, as they're doing great, but it's going to be a tight game, and I can somehow see Wycombe coming out on top on that, and I don't see him losing to Leighton either.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It's going to be tough. Hey, here's the thing. Here's the other thing. Nobody wants to hear what I'm about to say, but automatic is not the only way to go up. We still have the playoffs.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking at this point.
I mean, and That's where we're at. I mean, because I honestly like it's. I mean, it's going to be tough to beat Wickham. They're playing good. They're playing well.
I mean, they still got to deal with Stockport. I can imagine Stockport will be the toughest game. Charlton is going to be a tough game, but look what they just did to Bolton. We was expecting Bolton to do something, but I didn't have much confidence in Bolton, and we need to win these 3 games completely now at this point, and just hope for the best.
Yeah, Charlton are good enough to win the match against Wickham. They are. And they are also trying to keep themselves in it and close enough to have a shot. So that's going to be a really tough game for them on Monday.
It will be.
But we also need to pull off Blackpool away, which is no easy match.
I mean, the way we were playing for the last 2 games, I just don't get it. We should have beaten Cambridge. We should have beaten Wigan. We should have beaten Bristol. And we're just drawing to them. These are just lost points, they are.
Yeah, absolutely. So, absification. Where are you calling from?
Essex.
Essex. Gotcha. So, have you been? How long have you been a Wrexham fan?
We're really since when the documentary came out, because I've been a neutral watching football for a long time. So I just neutrally watched football from the Premier League, the Championship, League One, League Two. It's just didn't really have a team to really support, because I just like to see how different teams play and how they go. And then because like most people, you just get into football because of the Premier League.
Yeah.
And then you see the crazies going on there. I mean, like with Pep just controlling everything for so long, then all of a sudden he's not controlling the league anymore as right now, and Liverpool just gone and run away with the league.
Yeah. So when you were growing up, there was no you didn't have a favorite team, or you just kind of followed whoever was winning at the time, or how was it?
No, see, my brother was trying to get me into supporting Arsenal, but I never just was like, just wasn't really into their thing. So because I liked seeing different things from different teams.
Yeah.
So I thought might as well commit now with the team.
There you go. Yeah.
Did you get to any matches yet?
What ones?
Did you get to any matches yet?
No, it's going to cost quite a bit. It's just trying to get to going from all the way from Essex all the way to Wales. So
yeah. Fair enough.
What do you think at this point now? At this point, what do you guys think? What's going to happen with these next 3 games? Because I don't know. Because I'm just sitting here thinking,
it's going down to the last match now.
Yeah, it'll definitely be the.
I think that's almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it'll come down to Lincoln, and we'll need a result. So
I've been saying this, that we need to win these next 4 matches. Now we have to win these next 3 matches, because there is no option of losing now at this point. We have to win. Draws are not going to get us to get through. And then you got Wickham. They're just upper arsehole, and now just gone past us.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, they. I mean, fair play to them. I mean, they've done the work. I mean, when you look at this run in, and you think, okay, we were 4 points clear with a much better run in than they did than they were, and now they've managed to take over the second spot. And it's frustrating. It's super frustrating. And I mean, they're, like I said, I know we talked about it before, Patty. It was, if they beat us to it, they'll have deserved it. You know what I mean? And they will have, because they've had a much tougher run in, and they're playing the teams at the top of the division. And if they can win those games, they absolutely deserve it. So, I mean, you can't take anything away from them. And I think they're, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I just can't believe we're in the position we're in right now.
That's the thing. It's just the shock. It's the sheer shock of it. And it's just a lack of passing that I'm seeing as well. There's just no proper
triangles.
Yes, I know. But it's also the formation and the style of play that we're using as well. I mean, what we should go with is more like a 4-3-3.
Yeah.
A 4-3-3 would have done far more damage to a team like this. They would have been done at this point.
Yeah. It's hard to disagree with that. I mean, honestly, when we play our 5-3-2, it's fine. That works if we actually when we play very attack like we did in League Two and earlier on in this season, we score goal. We can score goals out of our 5-3-2,
It's
and
because we had Marriott on the charge as well, because we were feeding
yeah,
the ball to Marriott,
Yeah.
and boom.
absolutely. Yep. You got
But
to have the right players in there doing the right
Different
things.
strikers, different pattern since
Yeah.
January.
It is. Yeah, it has been. It's been
Yeah.
completely different. And while we've been very good defensively, we've just not scored the goals, and that's what's ultimately been our downfall at the
it's
moment.
just, I'm just lost for words for it. I don't even know at this point what's happening. Parkins should have been up their arse and just give them a good kick in the face just to get them working.
Well, our defense has saved our ass all season with the points, and we've just barely been getting over the line with scoring. We have a scoring issue, and we have since January.
Yeah.
It's the structure. It's the style of play and structure that we're using. There's no like short passes going forward and then just using the triangles as were needed and then just feeding the surface in. Our set pieces, they're generally okay.
Really? We haven't scored in a set piece in how long?
A while.
And I'm
If we can
seeing
get
in the
one.
background, couple minutes.
If we can get one.
Yeah.
I honestly thought we were watching the game in the background, and I was saying it's almost worth, as much as I like Brunt, it's almost worth having O'Connor in the team just to take our set pieces, because our guys we just don't have great players taking our set pieces right now, and that showed today. Some of our set pieces were terrible. Just the balls were all over the place, hitting the first defender.
Yeah.
So yeah, we need a better set piece taker for sure.
Well, we have another guest in the background, Tabs. If you're happy, we can swap out there. Thanks for calling in, and hop back next
first time
week or Monday.
Yeah.
I'll try not to be disappointed, but that's going to be.
It'll sting for a while.
Yeah.
Cheers, Tabs. Take care.
All right, see you, bud.
Okay, and Anand, hello.
Hello, everyone. Not a happy day.
That's why you're pacing. You're pacing around the room.
Yeah, I don't want to sit anymore. But yeah, it was I think we could have done much better, but we were just lacking the final 1/3. I think for some reason everybody was trying to run inside where they should have just stayed outside for the ball. We were crowding each other out. I think folks were not really following the game plan. They were just too amped up. Everybody was trying for the magic shot. So I think we sort of got away from our basics and tried. I think the players tried to do too much, and that showed up in the final third of the various plays that broke down. The goalkeeper made a couple of good saves, but we could have gotten a lot more opportunities. And I think at this point, you might have to get out your tables again to see what happens if we end up on the third or fourth spot and whether we get home advantage or not for some of those games and so on.
Yeah, third place, you will play your home advantage second.
Okay.
So you won third. Basically.
So both third and fourth will get home advantage? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I think we are in pretty good shape
We're
there.
pretty good for third and fourth, yeah.
Yeah, but it looks like Wycombe has picked up their level of the game and we haven't. And that might, for all the tough games that they have, if we can't beat Bristol, We have a problem at our hands right now. So hopefully the team can get settled down and not be so amped up in the future games.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing better against the top end teams, so maybe this final stretch of matches might be better for us. Yeah, but Charlton versus Wickham on Monday is a big one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm happy that Stockport is playing for keeps, because I was worried about Wickham, Stockport just rolling over to Wickham at the end, but that's not going to happen. They have to play for their third and fourth spot, just like us. So our game against Charlton becomes important, but we had I think the last two games was when we could have soon down the second spot, but I think now we are more realistically playing for the third spot with the form that we have currently.
I see the point. I don't think we're not playing for second yet. Obviously, it's only 1 point. But
2 points, right? 2 points as of today.
No, one.
No, we were one ahead. They gained 2 points today, so they're now one ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I was looking at the table when we were losing. So
Losing.
Yes. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you then, because it was mentioned in the comments earlier. Let me bring it up. Can someone mention O'Connell getting injured? That's no help going forward. What do we think about O'Connell? And let's assume for a moment that he is injured and won't be playing the next match.
Go ahead, Ainan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's going to be an impact. I did think that our defense was a little bit fragmented today. If you look at that corner that they got, it was those are things that we usually clear out much better. So even with O'Connell there today, I don't know at what point he got injured, but we were a bit, frazzled today. I think we were expecting the opponent to roll over, and that didn't happen. And that sort of, I think, got to our nerves to some extent. I think, the intensity probably got to us, which I wasn't expecting to happen with this team. But then, going by the last two seasons, we will end up with the last two games before everything gets sorted out. So I think we're sort of playing true to that trend. We might have to shake up something on the offensive side too. I think the last two games were probably not what we were looking for. I don't know what that would be. Maybe it's time for Smith and Fletcher. I don't know, Smith and Marriott. I think we need more hunger up front. And yeah, I think specifically to point on the defense, I'm not too good on that analysis, so I'll defer that back to you.
Yeah, it'll be interesting now for Scar to step up and show what he can do. If O'Connell is injured and not coming back for a match, let's say two, Scar really needs 2 matches. He needs the Blackpool and then the Charlton match. And he'll probably stay then for the last one if he does well. So it'll be really interesting for him and his career and whether he stays with us then in the summer, depending on these last 3 matches. Now, I know he's still contracted. I'm not saying he's definitely has to go. But considering the lack of time and minutes he has gotten this season, I think there's a chance that he might ask to go.
I'd agree with that.
But now he's got his final shot for a couple of matches to maybe be the saviour if O'Connell is injured. So that'll be interesting. What else can we do though? Freshening up the attack. Here's the danger for Parky. If he freshens anything up now, it's only the last 3 matches. And the chance of it working perfectly and him looking like a genius is quite small. And if he changes it and we don't improve, He's going to look foolish. I think he can defend sticking with what he's been doing easier than changing it up and risking it now.
Yeah, maybe, but you got to remember it's not just the 3 games. There's also the playoffs after, if we don't go up. So
Yeah.
it's more than just the 3.
That's fair.
Yeah,
So,
for some reason, Barnett and Longman together is not working for us as well as we thought it would. So it's almost like, we have to sub one out for the other. That's when we are. There was a short patch of time where they both work together, but for the most part, I think when both of them are together, those lanes get clogged up. And Longman tries to do a little bit extra when Barnett is on the field. So it sort of is becoming counterproductive there. So I'm guessing only one of them will start next game.
Okay.
And
quick question on that. So just a yes or no on this. Is Longman better than Barney on the right?
Yes. Primarily because he's more explosive. I know that we have had some great plays from Barnett, but I think that other teams have caught up to that, and Longman can provide value even if they're caught up to that.
Okay. Does Longman play better himself when he's on the right or the left?
I think he plays better on the right. We have to give the left back to, yeah.
Okay. Does Longman play better than Maka on the left?
I think we have to give Maka the left just for the set pieces. Because I saw another corner just go waste. So we have to keep Maka in the team just for the set pieces. We are struggling there.
That's an interesting point, actually. That's very valid.
Good point.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I think Maka lost his spot because of the last game, but we didn't do any better this game. So I think Maka is back. Barnett is out, and I won't be surprised if Smith gets a new companion the next game.
Well, time will tell, I guess, on that one. And anybody have anything urgent to bring up that we missed? Or will we finish it here?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
I got nothing.
Okay, so unchanged 11 on Monday?
From this 11?
From this 11?
No way.
No.
He'll go back. He'll go back. He'll go back to what?
So old 11 with Scar.
Yeah. The old 11 with probably assuming O'Connell.
Assuming O'Connell can't play.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Anand?
Yeah. I think there were some tactical things that were happening where players were trying to cut back to the middle. I don't know if that was intentional or just the players freelancing. They have to get the final 2 or 3 passes sorted out because we were just having too many attack breakdowns. We should have had a lot more shots with the amount of freedom the players had up front. The balls were just not reaching their feet. I saw too many balls just rolling out harmlessly to the sidelines or past the goalpost. So that shouldn't be happening. So there were definitely some tactical, I've never seen Fletch telling people what to do. So that was something that I saw the first time. So people were definitely not following the script or they were not at the place where they were supposed to be too many times today. So hopefully we clean that up.
I one thing we haven't brought up here's something we should.
Okay.
What did you guys think of Elliot Lee today? I actually thought he played well.
He played okay. Okay.
Yeah, he played well. I think the other team did surprise us today. I think I saw a couple of times where Elliot Lee thought he had more time to take his shots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think at this level you should ever assume that you have this much time.
Yeah.
So that's not going to happen. Even at any level, you should not assume that you have this much time where you're inside the box. You're better off poking the ball with your weaker foot if you see wide open spaces in front of you. I think Elliot missed that trick a couple of times. So he does have. He does not have that striker instinct that you typically have when you see open spaces in front of you, especially in the box. I think he missed a chance there where he could have taken it with the left foot. Instead, he transferred it over to his right and tried to take the shot. The defender was closer to his right foot, and they just blocked it easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I think that's fair.
A lot of comments there on Lee. He was blowing hard that his fitness isn't up there. Some were saying his passing wasn't good, and it's hard to pass when you get tired. So interesting. Monday is going to be a very interesting match, guys. And considering, where is it? Sorry, 1 sec. Oh, I lost it. Never mind. So, are we going to win against Blackpool away on Easter Monday? Yes or no?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
Yes. On that bombshell, we will see you on the next match, guys. Have a lovely evening. Don't drink too much and try and chill. Take care.
Bye, everybody.